another video. It's Markup Mondays. It's our new little thing. We're back. So we'll get straight into it. I'll pass you over to Brandon. He'll talk you through the dollar and what he's looking at, and then I'll take you over a couple of charts that we're doing.
Yeah, great. Cheers, Chris. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take you over the dollar. So I'm looking at the dollar coming into this area of 101. It's heading that way now. It's still got a long way to go, but it is heading towards that way. And for this week, at the start of the week, me and Chris are in gold buys. So this assists the gold buys. There's a lot of bearish momentum on the dollar at the minute. I haven't personally taken a trade today. I haven't posted any signals in the group, I should say. I'm in a gold buy. I didn't get the exact entry Chris got, but I'm going to hand you over to Chris, and he's going to take you through a couple of pairs he's looking at right now.
Yes. So take you over here. I'll just wait for it to go green so I know you can see it.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
There we go. Right. So this morning, I was kind of looking for, so last week, we got last week's weekly high over here, and I was kind of looking for price to come out and break and make new highs, assisting Brandon's bearish dollar bias. I totally agree with what his thought process is. We've spoken about it a few times. So we're just trying to position ourselves into moves that when the dollar goes down, things like gold and major pairs, cryptos, they all move up. So we just position ourselves nicely into positions for this week. Obviously, it is bank holiday in the States today, which is why there hasn't been much liquidity. But that's just one of them things. So we took buys this morning when price came down. We got a nice little 50 SMA rejection on the 15-minute time frame, which was over here, which is, I actually caught the real nice entry off of these little base tops over here at like 18, 13, 60. Got in the buys originally. Price then came back above a previous high point that I had marked off, and I thought things were looking good. But as you can see, price did come down and then came back up. That's just one of them things. Was in about 0.5% drawdown, but it's nothing to worry about. On the hourly, we then did have a bullish engulfing candle. We came into the lows, fished some liquidity out, and then we had that bullish engulfing. So on the retest of this weekly level, I got marked off here, which is just basically from the wick of a high before the breakout, before the next move. I got that marked off as a nice area of interest. So once we had that break above and we had that pull back into, I got in a second buy position. And as you can see, we got incredibly lucky with that scaling entry. And then positions were posted over here with analysis posted over here of the positions going in. We do call everything live. We don't try and hide anything. And we also don't hide our losses. So this morning, I did actually try and take a gold buy at about 6 a.m. trying to use pre-London session, which did stop me out. And as you can see here, I did write quite high risk because it was a risky trade to get in. It's just one of them things. So I'm pretty confident with my gold bias still. I do feel we've just had a solid 2-hour time frame closure, assisting Brandon's bias for Dixie to head lower. I feel like gold is ready for another stretch higher. And this is essentially just another pullback just to ride this wave. The only other thing I'm looking at is NAS. We did have quite a nice closure above a nice area of liquidity I have marked off. We had that breakout, we had that pullback in, and then we had that breakout. And once we had an hourly bullish closure above, I just waited for the highs to break. I didn't quite get the entry I wanted, but I'm happy just to get in the move because I trust my analysis. I am expecting NAS to come out and push higher after this 4-hour candle closure. I'd like to see it come back into this region, if not, so about 11,850, we'll call it. That's definitely my upside target for NAS currently. If we have any other updates, we might drop a little midweek analysis. But for now, I think main things to look at, in my opinion, and Brandon's, is gold buys and, in my opinion, NAS buys. We both agree on Dixie heading lower, so just keep an eye out on that. Brandon, if you've got anything more to add, I think that's about it from my end.
Yeah, I was just going to add on Wednesday, sorry, we've got some dollar news, core PPI for month, and that is looking bearish, so that will assist the dollar.
Yeah, I've got quite a nice little weekly outlook breakdown for macros for this week, posting in the fundamental group. So as you can see, today was Martin Luther King, which is a bank holiday in the States. Tomorrow we've got Chinese GDP, which is expected a lot lower, which could assist yen pairs. We've got UK unemployment rate, which is expected at 3.7%. We've got Canadian inflation, which is expected lower at 6.3%. On Wednesday, we've got UK inflation expected at a firm 10.6%, which is incredibly high, high. What would actually be quite nice is the Dixie dropping down into that 110, 100 region, and then UK inflation come out really high, and then we get that shift of momentum. That would actually be really nice. So maybe we'll drop a little analysis halfway through the week if things change, depending on how the news comes out on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do a little catch up.
Yeah, Thursday is Aussie employment rate expected at 3.4%, followed by the ECB Langard to comment. On Wednesday, CPI print, and then Philly Fed manufacturing PMIs. Followed by Friday, which rounds a week off, we've got UK retail sales with expected contraction. That just means that the print is expected to be lower. Anything under 50 points is considered contraction. Anything over 50 points is considered expansion. So that's a little key note I'd write down, keep in your mental bank. Followed by ECB Langard speech, which will just be probably about Wednesday CPI print, to be fair. But that's about it. So fair bit of news. But if you join our Discord, there is a nice little weekly outlook put in there for people to refer to. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. All right then. Well, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.